finish. Hey there guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat 420 mode and new and shiny in Five Nights at Freddy's 2. These two presets are, in my opinion, some of the hardest ones. I guess new and shiny is pretty difficult, but 420 mode, despite its looks, is a lot easier than it seems. As Foxy showed up a little bit early. So because there's 0 vent animatronics on this night and only Bonnie and Chica, you don't have to check the vent lights. Because it's a lot more fast paced and all you really need is speed. One thing to look out for in this night is cutoffs. Cutoffs are 100% a really difficult thing. I'll point out every single cutoff that I get. Basically, the only way you'll be able to tell a cutoff from your perspective is if you see my mouse not on the other mask button. You saw the camera go down. Oh, it's not mouse like believe it or not. That is the camera being cut off. I'm not sure why the camera gets cut off so commonly, but it's apparently supposed to trigger after an office animatronic has been in the office for 10 seconds. But because we're closing down the camera so quickly, like we would hope, so there's no way they could have been in for more than 10 seconds. My point is, I'm not sure how it's happening, and I don't really want to know. But basically my best strategy for you is, unless all 3 blackouts have just happened, you don't have time, you just want to spend as little time as possible pointing at these spots. As you can see, I'm trying to go super fast so that I make sure no cutoffs happen. As you can see, there was a cutoff right there. Sometimes the cutoff is so bad that you can't even tell if you're going to survive or not. Occasionally you could just check volume 3 to ensure Freddy's in the right place, but as you saw, that mask was considerably early. That's because as I was checking to do a first push down, on the first push down I got a cutoff right before it, so then it just looked like I put on the mask extra quick. It just happened again there with Chica. Was right there. I really hope that was fast enough. I want to do. If you just saw there, I missed my second mask flip. You saw me trying to put the mask on, but I couldn't. That's because I accidentally tilted my mouse too low after pulling out the cameras. That's why I want to go this height as you see with my mouse. That. Something like that, not like this. Once you've got it down, as there's another cutoff, once you've got it down, you can barely miss it. Sometimes it makes a very weak flashlight noise. I'm trying to flash Foxy because the flashlight's broken. And I just can't hear it. So then I stress that to do it. Okay. There we go, there's another cutoff, you saw that. That would have definitely been too late. At least I think so. No, we were actually fine. So it's coming up to 5 a.m. I think Freddy's coming. Fine, just... There we go. Another cutoff. It was one of those good ones. Probably 3. Says Freddy. I think we're almost at the end. It's very special punishment if you happen to have that low mouse range on when a blackout is happening, so then you miss the mouse and then blackout and then it's too late. So that's 6 a.m. There we go. So now to move on to the second night, which is much harder. It's new and shiny, which has all the toys and BB set to 10, which may not sound so bad until you realize that still means that they have a 50-50 chance to move on their timer. Main focus on this night is going to be Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica. I had a failed attempt where I was winding the music box for a really long time and then died to Toy Chica because unlike Toy Bonnie, unlike BB and Mangle, Toy Chica and Toy Bonnie can show up whenever they want. As for BB and Mangle, they require a camera flip to enter them, which I find more realistic, implying that you're not watching them. But if Toy Chica and Bonnie just show up randomly, it's a little bit unfair and a little bit annoying. And a little bit, yeah, no, it's just a little bit unfair. If you don't believe me, you could easily fact check it with Mangle. There you go. And then we're gonna do the strategy every time with Toy Bonnie and Toy Freddy. To do the extra 0.75, just to make sure that we have done, just to make sure that we have everyone done. I will probably use way more flashlight than the other one. Just having checked both vent lights makes his night automatically harder. The only thing that's somewhat similar is Toy Freddy. What's worse is that Toy Chica and Bonnie don't make a noise as they enter the office, and especially Toy Chica doesn't either. Yeah, want to be very careful. Bonnie there. You want to make sure you don't die to him. I would recommend winding to the nearest quarter if you have a low music box and then finishing the wind, just in case you have another untimely toy chica death. See yourself winding in this box way more frequently. There we go, and then under any circumstance the toy chica happens to be here, get rid of it. There we go, see, if I would have won for much longer, there you go, there's Toy Bonnie. That was pretty untimely, to be honest. Knowing the Toy Chica's now gone gives me a perfect opportunity to wind. So I'm still going to cut it off a little bit too short in case I happen to have a Toy Freddy color. As you saw, I was pretty safe. There we go, there's Toy Freddy. Will help me get rid of Mangle. And hopefully anybody else. Now, to be honest, it's definitely likely that Toy Chica would do the kill, only if there was not a blackout before doing the big wind. If there was a blackout, it would probably ensure the exit of Toy Chica. So just make sure of that. So if you're gonna do a big wind, probably want to make sure Toy Chica's gone. In conclusion, well, that whole yap got us all the way to 4 AM. As you can already tell, I've already been way more stressy about different animatronics, and there's just one difference that makes them automatically so much more. The fact that they're not guaranteed to leave after 5 seconds. If they were, then that will make them so much easier, and also the fact that those 5 seconds with the mask on are just plain sight, and they have a new pause timer on Foxy. Foxy's timer is actually paused during a blackout. It'd be a bit unfair if Foxy was during a blackout, because the only animatronic that can do that is the puppet. All the blackout animatronics do after it. Oh, there we go. Look at that RNG. Toy Bonnie after 4 seconds of waiting. There was no blackout, but now there is. So now that there's been blackout, I'm probably gonna cook. Just do a lot. Now that Mangle's in the room, so now it's 5 AM. Toy Bonnie does is not guaranteed to get rid of Toy Chica, so you still want to get Toy Bonnie. Anyone you should trust is Toy Freddy's. And there we go, 6 AM finally. So that was, I would say that new and shiny requires not a lot of luck, but if you still get down low RNG, you want to play a little bit of try to shift it more towards the myth box. But anyway, that's new and shiny and 420 mode. In the next episode we're doing Foxy, Double Trouble and Ladies Night. But until then, I'll see you guys later and goodbye.